Hello out there in YouTube world. I'm back again. It's only been a couple of months, but I did a nice big water change yesterday and a lot of cleaning, filtration cleaning and whatnot. So I thought I might post a video while the fish are looking, well, they're looking good, but the tank itself's looking nice and clear for a change, which is nice. It was a bit out of hand, so had to go pretty nuts with the clean. Change about, I don't know, a third of the water, which is 400 or 500 litres in this tank. He's going well, Hulk. He's getting bigger slowly but surely, and she's still the same. She's not showing any signs of trying to spawn, and she doesn't eat a whole lot, and she hasn't grown a whole lot, but she's probably, I don't know, 8 or 9 inches maybe, tip to tip if she's lucky. Whereas he's probably now, I don't know, I'd guess around 40 centimeters, maybe 40, perhaps just 40. Actually, I don't want to exaggerate. I don't like when people exaggerate about the size of their fish. But I compare him to that ruler there, and he's a lot longer than it. So, but anyway, I'd say about 40 centimeters. What else can I show you? I've recently put a second heater in the tank because it's getting really cold here. It's winter in Australia. He's come over for a look. So I've got two 300 watt heaters. I've got them separated like that at the front so I can see the heat coming off them, because unfortunately the indicator lights on neither of the heaters actually work. So the only way I can tell if they're on is to sit back and watch them up close, and I can see the heat coming from the glass heating element part. So that's how I know, yes, they're working. And of course I check my thermometers a couple of times a day just to keep an eye on the temperature. Got my filter up there in the back corner. It's got macro pour in it, really good for removing tannins and nitrites and nitrates. I swear by the stuff. I wish I had more of it. It's good gear. As usual, the fish, especially the boy, moves all the gravel around, so you can never keep the glass completely covered in gravel at the bottom. I've got some big old rocks in here, and they probably look pretty gross. I don't clean, they're the only thing I don't really clean in the tank, because I'd like them to just grow some natural growth from the light and stuff on them. It's obviously brown, not green, but you know, I see them as, you know, a thing. If I leave them, the fish are healthy, then I see them as something for bacteria to grow on, and just to make it look a bit more natural too. The tank's very boring and very ugly, but it does its job. He does this, he's probably seeing a drop of water on one of the lids, and he probably thinks it's food. So sometimes he more or less jumps out of the tank and tries to wrestle things, eat them. Most of the time he's just imagining things, but you know, dovii, cichlids. He's still got a funny eye, unfortunately. You probably can't tell, but it's improved a lot, but he's still got something wrong with that eye there. And he's got that growth thing on his tail. I'll see if I can get that. I've mentioned that before. He also banged the other eye recently, but it's not as bad. But his right hand eye, which has been a problem for months now, slowly improving, but yeah, it's an ongoing thing. It'd be nice if I could get that thing on his tail that I am talking about on the camera. There it is. See that thing hanging off his tail? Well, it's actually not a thing hanging off his tail. What it is, it's like a filament, like, you know, they get them on their dorsal and anal fins, especially males in large American cichlids. Well, he's got that thing there growing off his tail, and it's actually gotten longer and thicker. I almost want to cut it off, but I won't. Anyone's got any stories or any information about other dovii that have got that or have seen that before, I'd be really interested to hear, because I've never seen it before, and I've kept dovii for could be 25 years. You know, I've been keeping fish, well, yeah, might be more than 25 years, might be 26 years even. But always love my cichlids, especially dovii. Always my favourite. I do like umbies too, but I still like the old dovii the best. He's getting bigger. I really look forward to the day when he's pushing that 18 inches sort of mark. He's getting there. He's probably 16 inches maybe, 15 or 16 anyway. Getting there. What else can I tell you? We're up to 5.5 minutes already. Oh yeah, I cleaned my canister filter out the other day, well yesterday when I did the water change. The tank looks yellow because I've only got normal house bulbs on there, and they really don't throw a very nice colour light. Up there I've got that ornament, that big crocodile alligator head, which I'm not going to put in the tank because I was considering it, but then I thought, no, he hurts himself on everything because he chases her around, and I know that he'd go and bust himself up if I put that in there. Messy stuff here, wood leaning up everywhere and whatnot, sledgehammers, but that's the canister filter I've got. It's nothing exciting, but on a big tank like this, I think it need at least one canister filter. It'd be good if I had two. Tank looks disgusting from the top, but it's big. Yeah, it's a big tank. 7 foot long inside, 3 foot wide inside, and close to 3 foot deep from the very bottom to the very top. Obviously I don't have it completely full. You can see those tape marks. That's where I do water changes to. Well, not really the grey one, but I usually take it down to this one here. But you know, I used to fill the tank to there, but now I fill it all the way up to there full. What's he doing? I can see heat coming off that heater right in front of his face right now. He sure likes to be near that warmth. Yeah. I still feed him mostly pellets, occasionally an earthworm or something. But you know, started feeding them prawns occasionally from the supermarket for human consumption, so I just shell them, but I haven't done that for quite a while now, to be honest. So trying to figure out what's going on with this eye, so I've been really cautious about what food I put in there. I never use live food except for earthworms. I don't put any live fish there or anything like that. I know once you start them on that path, that's all they want is live food. You know, obviously when he gets bigger, I'm going to have to sort of consider at least a couple of times a week putting some nice meaty sort of food in there for him as a treat, but also because the big fish is going to need some decent food. I'd love to hear what other people feed the dovii, especially the big dovii. You know, it's always good to get advice and information off anyone else out there that's, you know, got valuable information that they want to share. I think I'm just rambling, so I'm just proud of the fact that my tank's really nice and clean and my fish are doing well, apart from that eye. I like to share my passion for my hobby, and I would like to think maybe one day these guys may try and breed, but to be honest, I'm almost questioning, is she infertile? Does she just not want to breed? She's 3 years old and she's really small, so perhaps she never will breed. I don't know. But he's powering on. Alright guys, well, thanks for watching. If anyone's got any questions or want to leave any comments in the comments section below or anything, please do. My good old homemade wooden tank, as I've always said, it's not the prettiest thing, but sure does the job. I wouldn't want to just have a normal old 6x2x2 for a big fish anymore. I used to be happy with that years ago, but not these days. These days, this sort of size tank to me is a minimum. Alright guys, catch you on the flip side. Bye bye.